Hello, everyone. My name is Lindsay Lemmer. I am the Alder for District 3 on Madison City Council, and I'm running for re-election. I'm here with Wayne Strong, and we are going to be talking about the importance of youth programming and support for youth and families in our community. Wayne has served for nearly 28 years in law enforcement, including serving as a lieutenant with the Madison Police Department. He has served as an undercover officer and as a neighborhood resource officer, and he has been an adjunct, instructor, and chair of the Criminal Justice Department at Globe University. For 25 years, he has served as the co-director of the Southside Raiders, mentoring children facing some of the most difficult challenges imaginable. He has coached and mentored at-risk and traumatized youth. Wayne, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thank you for having me, Lindsay. I appreciate being here.
Absolutely. So we've talked about the importance of making sure that kids in our community have good opportunities to do well. We've talked about the need to have a community center for youth out here on the Far East Side, and the importance of programs that we're doing like Madison Out of School Time, also known as MOST, which provides mentoring and support for children outside of school. The importance of Operation Fresh Start, and I'm glad that we've increased the investment in Operation Fresh Start in the last couple of years, and the importance of programming like what MSCR offers for youth in our community. So can you share a little bit about when kids have opportunities like these, what does it do for them?
It's so important, Lindsay, for their development. These kids oftentimes come from families or situations where they don't have, the kind of guidance and mentorship that they need. And so, what these neighborhood centers do is it has volunteers that come in and they work with kids who need that sort of mentorship, who need the guidance. Uh, they've got athletic programs for kids, for basketball, soccer, things like that really help bring out, the talent that so many of these kids possess. And all they need is for someone who recognizes that talent to help them bring it out. So, and kids who don't have these kinds of opportunities are really the kids that we see that continue to struggle. And what we want to really do is to reach out to all of these kids and make sure that we are providing them with the space that they need to excel and to really, be themselves and be in a position where they can contribute to society, because we want success for all of our kids. And I think that these types of programs that you just mentioned are designed to do just that.
Absolutely. And when kids don't have good opportunities and outlets and programs and support like this, what happens to them in your experience?
We've seen so many kids, and one of the things I forgot to mention too was, in addition to being undercover and working as a neighborhood officer, I was also among the first EROs or SROs now to go into the schools. So I work with a lot of kids in that capacity too, who so many of these kids who are just, they feel disconnected from society, right? They're disconnected from their families. They have broken relationships. And oftentimes, a lot of cases, what you see is that kids are looking for someone to be a mentor. And one of the things that I've noticed is that so many of the kids, I was one of the EROs at West High School, actually gravitated to me because, when they see someone, they, in a role they've never seen, they tell me I've never seen a Black police officer before, and they just want to get to know you because they're interested in you. And so you build this relationship and this rapport with kids. And that was common throughout all of our EROs that worked in the schools. So many of them that these kids, didn't have the connection with teachers and with staff, but they had it with these officers in the schools. And so when kids don't have those connections, when they can't find those connections, they find it in more negative and destructive ways. And those are the kids that we see now that are just, doing things that are causing them to be locked up. And so we really got to figure out a way to break through and to get through to these kids, to offer them, to let them know that there's more to life and that we can help kind of guide them toward a better path.
Yeah, absolutely. And why do you think that folks should support these programs?
Well, I think mainly because they're really making efforts to connect with kids, right? And so um, these programs are essential to the development of our kids. And the more we can expand these programs and bring in more participants, it's going to make the it's going to make the for such a better community for all of us. It's going to strengthen our community. That's why these programs are so important. It's because it's about strengthening our youth, and in doing so, we strengthen our entire community.
Absolutely. And you've pretty much answered it. My next question was going to be who benefits from these programs?
Yeah, everybody, we all do. We all do. We all benefit from these programs. We all benefit. All the studies show that even, when it comes to community centers in program and community centers in neighborhoods benefits the entire neighborhood, increases property value because you can do so many different things. It's multifunctional. You can do so many different things with it. It brings in revenue. And it's good for the community. And so what's good for the community is good for all of us. And so these programs do just that. It provides a great service for our kids, great opportunities for them to excel, and that makes our entire community better.
Yeah, I completely agree. Wonderful. Wayne, thank you so much for your time and your insights and for everything you do for our community.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.